I can't even clap like I used to. Oh, YouTube, what's the deal? It's your boy Exxclusive, man. And I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here. Oh, thank you, God, that I'm here. Whew. All right, man. Y'all notice anything different? Anything just right off the bands? Anything? See anything? Nothing? Anything? Nigga, forget about my hair for a minute. Stop looking at me. I know my hair is jacked up, man. I already know my hair is jacked up. I have a reason for that. God. Y'all, boy. Nah, man, my arm here, as you can see, my arm is pretty jacked up here. It's wrapped up in a wrap. I'm not a mummy. I'm not in take the Pharaoh exclusive thing that to the extreme where I'm gonna start wrapping myself up like a mummy here. But nah, man, all jokes aside though, man, I am thankful to God to be here, man. I got into an accident last Sunday. Basically what happened was real short and sweet. I really don't want to relive the moment ever again. But pretty much what happened was I was coming from a biking event around like 3 in the morning Sunday. And this the part where bloop, 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 and go back to the I don't have that. I don't have that. I got those effects, but I'm not gonna go through all that. Anyway, but basically pretty much it was an intersection it was a part to get on the freeway. You know, you're going up the freeway, then it was the service drive I meant. Just trying to make a decision on, you know, sometimes you go out on the service drive and it's like, okay, do I want to go on the service drive and, you know, go loop around? Sometimes that service drive in Texas, it take you all the way down, so I didn't really feel like doing this real late. I was just trying to get home. I was going like around like 60 miles an hour because it was a long way to get onto the freeway. So I was going probably about like 50, 60. I want to say 50. I was like, you know what? It was 2 lanes to get onto the freeway. So it was 2 lanes to get onto the freeway. Then it's another lane to get on the service drive. So I'm inside the last lane right over here. You know, closest to the side. So just in case I could go ahead and make that decision. And man, dog, I don't know. I just cut my brakes off too. Usually I drive my brakes on, but they irritate people, so I just cut my brakes off. I just know I was gonna get on the freeway. It was well lit, so I was like, I'm getting, you know, get on the freeway, think nothing of it. And dog, I don't know, man. The curve just came up so fast, and when I was like, nah, I'm just gonna go on the freeway. So I went on the freeway, just did my regular turn, and I'm looking down, and I'm like, dog, what? And it was just too late. It was just too late, and I hit the curve, flew up in the air. I'm talking about, I don't even know how high I was. I just know I was looking down at my bike, and then I just hit the ground. First thing it hit was I flipped, and the first thing hit the ground was my back. Thankfully, I had on my vest, my protective vest, and I had on my it has a protective chest plate on there, and it's from Speed and Strength, and also it has a protective shell that goes, a protective spine shell that goes down to your tailbone, your spine. So I had that on, man. I just kept flipping and flipping and flipping. I flipped probably about like 6 times. I didn't know that I was tearing my body up. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures real quick. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all some pictures right now. Yeah, man. So I mean, seeing from the pictures, I didn't. All of that happened within a matter of seconds, man. Within a matter of seconds, and I was just told, I just was like I said, I just kept flipping, and the first thing I was thinking, my bike just kept going. My bike just kept going down the freeway, and the first thing I think, when my last flip, my head hit the guardrail. My head and my legs hit the guardrail, and I was just sliding for a long time. And then I just got up, and I just got to running. I'm limping, but I got to running for my damn bike, man. So I'm running down the freeway. I'm looking at my bike, and like I said, when I flip, I'm sliding. I'm looking at my bike, then I'm like, oh snap! The guardrail, boom! I hit the guardrail. Then I got it. Like I said, just hurry up and got up. You know when you get when your mama slap you and you look around to see if anybody's seen you. You know what I'm saying? You're in church. So I'm looking around like, dog, ain't nobody. I'm like, forget it. I'm just running. So I'm running down the freeway, man. I'm looking at my bike. My bike hit the guardrail. It just keeps going. So I was going onto the freeway. So I'm like, oh my God, this car is coming. I guess it didn't occur to them that a bike cannot drive itself. So man, I just ran down from my bike. My bike eventually, like I said, before it got on the freeway, it fell down. So I went on try to pick it up. When I like I said, my adrenaline's rushing. I didn't know what had happened or whatever. And I picked my bike up, tried to cut it. My bike was in 3rd gear. If y'all don't know about bikes, you know, it goes up different gears. You know, first, neutral, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. You know. So my bike is in 3rd gear. I'm trying to stomp it down to get into neutral, because neutral is the only way that you'd be able to move the bike. And when the bike is in gear, it's locked up, it's stuck. So you can't move it at all. So I'm so close to the freeway to where I could reach out and literally touch these cars, but I'm on the concrete. So you know about the getting on the freeway. It's like a concrete piece that divides the people that's getting on the freeway versus the people that's on the freeway, and they kind of merge, you know, kind of goes off to a point, then you get the lines or whatever. So yeah, man, I got my bike to go down there first, and then I clicked it up real hard into neutral, and then I could move my bike. I was like, cool, man. I called up my boy Gerard. His name is Gerard, but I'm gonna add his page. I'm gonna add his name. He's on the biggest page in the world. Y'all already know this. Always. You see, I got an Always Network shirt. My boy Jeezy is the admin of that page. I'm the admin of the page, and Mark Simmons is the admin of the page. So biggest wave page in the world, 11,000 plus people. And one day I was just talking about motorcycles, and me and him just linked up on there talking about wheelies and stuff, and you know, just different bikes and stuff like that. And me and him connected. Just so happened he's here in Texas where I'm at. And I've been rocking with him, around with him every Thursday and Friday mornings, you know, like morning time. I called him up. He was the first person I thought to call up, man. I called him up. It was 3 in the morning, like I said. Only thing he said was, man, calm down. Where you at? I was like, dog, I'm right here on 360. I need you to come get me, dog. I'm in the frantic, panicking. I went live on Facebook because just in case I die, I want everybody to see the last part of me, man. I'm like, oh my God, I went and got on Snapchat, did everything, man. So finally, let's say, got my bike in neutral. And man, I was like, well, you know what? I should just, if you know, on the freeway, it's this big old concrete posts that hold up the freeway or whatever. And I was like, man, they had one of those, and it was like right in between the guardrail and the freeway. So it was like 2 guardrails or whatever, one where the grass is at on going on the freeway, and one on the side where you merge onto the freeway. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go in between there. That way, can't nobody hit me or anything. So it was a little small part where I could just roll my bike through there and ride up to the post. Well, man, I was like, I grabbed one with my first mind, which I should have initially did when I first was getting ready to ride that night, because I was like, man, all my boys having accidents. All my boys I know was having accidents back to back. Like every other day, somebody was having an accident. Somebody was flying over cars, somebody was sliding into gravel. My boy got his shoulder fractured. Another boy's leg got broke. It was just like back-to-back stuff happening. So I'm like, dog, I'm gonna chill out on riding for a minute. I just feel it. But tonight I was like, I'm just gonna go. I ain't gonna ride that fast. Mind you, when I ride. That's all I gotta say. People know who ride with me, you know what I'm saying? They know how I ride. Black, his name is Black. He was Street Kings, man. Shout out to him, man. Again, like I said, came and swooped your boy up and calmed me down, man. So anyway, so I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go over to this window and blind spot first, because I ain't feeling this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over there. So luckily I did, man. I went over there, and the same curve, I kid you not, because this whole spot, mind you, this whole spot is just dark. It's black in the mud. So the same curve, man, that I hit, this truck came down, F-150, and I mean, this dude floored this curve. And he hit this curve, man, and his truck got to bouncing, and then it just went to the guardrail. It hit one side of the guardrail, hit the other side, then it got to flipping on top of the guardrail. I'm talking about some straight up action movie type stuff, and then bam, right into that concrete post I was telling y'all about. And man, it hit that post so hard, it bent that whole truck. The whole top, the truck is supposed to be like this at the top of a truck, right? You got this part of the top of the truck. The truck was literally like this, like down, like Hawk smashed that mug down. Like it was down to where, you know, you sit down inside of a car, the truck was down like this. So I don't even know how this guy is alive right now, but anyway, when I came over there, I was like, oh snap. I just couldn't believe, cause I literally just pushed my bike, kicked down, just walk with me with this. I pushed my bike over to the place, you know what I'm saying, limping, toe up, all that. Then kick my kickstand down, looking through my phone like, who's up, who can I call, I'm like, oh snap, I'm like, man, I don't wanna call my mama cause she gonna panic. I'm just like, okay, who else can I call? So I'm like, man, let me call my BM. I'm like, oh snap. I'm like, oh, I was just going to my phone, then I just hear, skirt, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, I got my phone in my hand like, oh snap. I'm like, dog, this did not just happen. So I run over there real quick, and all I see is the smoke and stuff, so I keep my disc, cause I didn't know if it hit it so hard to where I thought this truck was gonna explode, like for real. Over there, all the smoke clear and everything. And I'm like, all I hear is people. I heard this dude kind of coughing a little bit. Nah, this is what I visually see. I'm visually looking at a dude, the passenger, with his body outside of the truck, hanging out. Over his body's hanging out. His arms is like this, but he's just hanging outside the window, looking up. Feel me? Looking up over the driver, and the driver's just sitting there like he just dazed. And then I'm like, man, are y'all all right? Are y'all all right? It's two Mexican dudes, so they get to speaking. I'm like, I don't know what y'all saying. I'm like, dang, man. I'm like, only thing I know is way. Like, that's all I know. Like, I don't know how to speak. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, man. And I'm sitting there waiting. So I call 911. They busy. I'm like, are y'all serious right now? 911 busy is like, they're really busy. I'm like, it's crazy. So I'm like, all right, cool. I need to call again. So I'm like, as long as they moving, whatever, I don't want to move their body. Long as they're moving and they're breathing, it's cool. Cause I seen, dog, when I say blood was splattered all across the front, I don't even know what happened, but blood was just splattered all across the windshield. So that's the first thing after the smoke cleared, all I seen was the blood on the windshield. I thought they was both dead. So I was like, whoever's in this truck, they dead in the mud. So after that, a guy come across the street, he runs across the freeway, because mind you, it's nighttime, freeway is like 5-6 cars, it's like blank for a minute, 5-6 more cars, blank for a minute. So they run across, and it's a Nigerian dude. I could just tell by his accent, and he come out instantly, pull him out. I'm like, dang, man, you don't know if they spinal cord broke, legs broke. I really don't want to move them. I don't think you want, but I'm still in my own from what just happened to me. I just did 6 flips, hit my head, my back, my everything toe up. Like, man, look at my shirt, bro. Like, this is the shirt that I had on that night. I had on my Waves of Rush shirt, right? I had on my Waves of Rush shirt. This is the back of the shirt. And you seen the pictures. Look at that, man. The back of the shirt. Feel me? Yeah, nigga. That in itself just lets you know that what's my dude black favorite word? Dog. The pavement and the concrete is unforgiving, dog. It's unforgiving right there. That's how big of a chunk it took out, man. I didn't realize it to the end, but anyway, so next thing I know, a lady's coming with another gentleman. Nice lady. I'm like, hey, you call 911? Cause y'all seen her on the phone, like, you on the phone 911? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. Next thing I know, here come Black. He coming up, Gerard, he coming up. So I'm like, man, hey, this is crazy. He like, what happened right here? I'm like, man, I'm telling him the same thing I told y'all. He like, man, where your bike at? I'm like, my bike is over there. We need to get to my bike because it won't start. He's like, all right, let's go look at it. So I'm like, man, they straight. They got 4 people here. They good. These fools get out the car. They pull, like I said, they pull that body out the car. But at the same time, they like staggering. And I kept smelling all this like hand sanitizer. I'm like, what is this hand sanitizer? I'm like, whatever. So I go over there with my bike. So I'm telling him everything's going on my bike or whatever. I'm like, I'm panicking, I'm in a frantic. I'm like, man, my bike won't start. I'm just saying all that stuff. He like, man, just calm down, man, calm down. He like, watch this. Click. And he clicked the kill switch on my bike and it started up. And I was like, hell yeah, man, let's go. So I went on, we drove up to the next gas station. I was like, man, we gotta get away from here. You know, all my stuff is intact, my insurance and stuff and all that on my bike fully covered. But I just don't like to be around police, especially around these times, man. I ain't got time for no police right now. So I was like, man, let's get out of here. Let's go to the next gas station. So we went up to the next gas station. We chilled there and I examined my scars. And that's when it all set in, like, oh snap. I seen a big old chunk out of my back, all down my arm. It was just crazy, man. So I rode my bike just like that all the way home, man. Bleeding and all, leaking and all. Rode my bike all the way to the crib. It was all good, man. Hit up my son's mother. She, you know, she's in the medical field, so she helped dress my wounds and stuff. She seen it. She's just like, man, yo, you gotta go to emergency ASAP. So went to emergency, took care of that, man, and you know, they had gave me a morphine shot. I was out of there, man. Gave me a morphine shot. Cleaned my wounds out. You know, not they didn't clean it up right then, but they just put, you know, the proper dressings and stuff on there. Kind of had similar to this or whatever. Then afterwards, I had my son's mother clean it up like the next day, I think, the next morning, and that was like the most agonizing pain ever, man. So I've been on a lot of pain meds, man. It took me so long to do this video because I just been on pain meds the whole week. I was on Tylenol 4s, now I'm on hydrocodone. That's how painful it is, man. It's starting to itch now, so that's a good thing, seeing it is about to heal up. And man, I was just jacked up, man, just to say the least, man. I was just jacked up, so about to start back doing videos and everything, man. Everything's about to come back full circle. I want to thank everybody on Always for showing me love. Everybody that hit me with the inbox. It was just a slew of inboxes from everybody once they got the word. Shout out to my boy Fred. I think his name Fred Hawkins, I think. He hit me up on Snapchat. He seen all the footage and stuff of me doing my dress and stuff. That's where I get a lot of, if you really want to see my like every move, like all the time, like what I'm doing is really on my Snapchat, man. My Snapchat gonna be down here somewhere or up there. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but it's probably gonna be right here in the corner. But man, yeah, hit me up on that. My Instagram too is where I put a lot of my things at. Just hit me up, man. I really want to thank y'all, man. Thank God I wasn't, nothing was broken, and I was had to, you know, when I went to go through the x-rays and stuff, they checked out, see if they make sure nothing was broken. I had to do a CAT scan or whatever, cause I was just out of there, man. I was jacked up, man, for real. But you know, like I said, thank God everything was smooth, man. And yeah, man, it's gonna be more videos. We're gonna restore this, man. I'm gonna show y'all how to restore these when your hair get bit. We're gonna just call this how to restore helmet hair, man, because that's exactly what this is, man. I wasn't thinking about no do-rag, no nothing, man, during this time, man. I just been jacked up, man. Too jacked up to be thinking about any of that stuff. So, man, holla at your boy. I'm gonna be dropping more videos. And I can tell that medicine kicking in now. I'm gonna be dropping more videos, man. And I'm out of here, man. If you mad at me, man, you already know this, man. You mad at God, man. Holla at your boys.